Hey guys, it is Friday, February the 3rd of 2023, and I want to go over the energy sector. So without any further delay, let's get into it. As you can see, we start off with uranium, UX2. We've seen this movement before, where it's just an accumulation distribution phase. You could create a trend line here, then we have a new one here, and it broke out. So we got to see if this is going to take out this high right here. And if it is, and it's going to continue, then it's going to probably go to the supply zone. But so far, it's at least moving slowly within the accumulation distribution phase. So nothing really new here. At least it's going up, if anything. But once it probably gets to this level, it stalls, or we'll see. But so far, it's at least moving up. You can see that by the choppiness, because the MACD is just pretty much on the zero line, even though it's positive now. We'll see how it goes. Let's see. Uranium rises above 50. Uranium eases from 6-week high. Uranium jumps to 6-week high. So right now, as of 3 days ago, uranium rises above 50. So that's good. We'll go to our charts. So we'll start off. Actually, you know what? We'll go. What did it go over here? There we go. So here we have. This is a weekly of the energy. You can see that crude has just been on a sideways. Looks like it wants to break out. Put a trend line there, and it looked like it wanted to, and now it's back in. Kind of the same thing with Brent. RBOB. Looks like it went a little higher, and now it's pulled back in. Heating oil, same thing. Maybe the winter wasn't that cold. So it's pulling in now, not that much demand. Probably going to test this pivot, and if it pushes lower, it might even test $2. Natural gas is very interesting. It has just fallen off the bed. Took out that low, $4. Ethanol, same thing. Looks like it may want to kiss, if this doesn't hold, may want to kiss $2. What's interesting is if you look at the monthly, look at that low right here. We're very close on natural gas, testing that low. Yeah, and heating oil just took out last month's low, kind of in the middle. This is in the middle. This is in the middle too. Let's go to the charts and see what we can see there. Let's start off with crude oil. I got the dollar here that I'm watching. See how that plays out today. Let's look at the big picture. So it's been in a sell signal, nothing positive on the monthly. Just failed the 20 point of control is 73.07. And value area low is 55.36. You see this Ichimoku cloud right here? That's the 50%. So that's 68.50. On the monthly chart, you can see the sentiment was pretty strong, pretty high. The MACD is negative, and volume is pretty, stagnant. The high was 130, and it looks like it may want to go and kiss that point of control, which is 73. It just kind of looks like it's heading there, or kind of just hovering around there. But in the bigger picture, it's still, strong. In the mid picture or mid time frame, it's below the cloud, so it's showing a little signs of weakness. You can see the cloud is negative in the future. Took out value area low. What is this, 1 year? Yeah. Sentiment is below 50. The MACD is about to cross over. It was positive here, and looks like maybe now it wants to go down. Volume is still below the average of 50. It looks like it was starting to trend and kind of base out here. You can see that the candles turned white. You got a PPS buy signal and just kind of stalled. And now we're at 75 here. But the mobile band is still positive. But it's kind of very tricky being down here. And then if you look at the daily, you can see that this level, 50%, was very strong. It failed again. So you got that 1, 2, 3, and then it pushed back. This is probably going to be a little area of support, linear regression channel right here. You got value area low within a 3-month time span of 73.66. And sentiment is somewhere around 29. So it's kind of low. You know, it was around 40 here. So it's kind of low here. The MACD is negative. Natural gas. Natural gas is an interesting chart. I wonder if they're trying to squeeze Putin, you know, and make natural gas cheap. Just kind of thought about that, you know, now. It's just selling. I mean, look at that. It blew through the 50% on the monthly. Everything is negative here. There is some kind of support right here in the linear regression channel in the bigger picture. But, you know, this is the low right here, $1.44. It could kiss that. You never know. I just haven't had time to do some cycle work and build my profile on natural gas. But one day I will have time. Value area high, hit it, failed point of control, failed value area low, and it's just very ugly. Can it push lower? Yes, it can, unless somebody's, you know, pushing it lower. You know, the powers that may be to squeeze somebody else. I don't know, but kind of seems like that. You're below the 200 on the weekly. Sentiment is below 50. And it looks like the MACD wants to kind of turn down here and get positive like it did here. And you got like this nice little rally on the weekly chart, but then fail the 50 on the cloud. That's why I always say you always put the cloud there. It kind of gives you something that it plots it, and you could kind of see it by like, yeah, this is a strong level. And it failed here, pulled back, failed again, and then they flushed it down. And it's going lower. And the volume was pretty strong last week in regards to selling, $2.40. And you can see that action being right here as it goes down. And sentiment is below 20. So that's good if you're a contrarian. You can see it's kind of chopping around here. But yeah, natural gas, very interesting. I might have to look at some cycles and see if it has to play with that. Brent crude oil, same thing. It's pretty much a mirror of crude oil. You can see heating oil, same thing. There is a strong level here of 269. If we ever get down there, it could probably find some support, but you never know. It could probably even crash and find support at the linear regression channel. Chopping around the 20 on the monthly chart. Everything is negative here. Sentiment was very high monthly. Can it push lower? Yeah, it could probably get down to here and then see what happens at 269. You got the 200 and the 50 and the 100 down here. Weekly, was holding above this area right here, which is some kind of, strong support, and it just failed. Try to regain it from under and fail. You got the 100 SMA right here, the 200, and the linear regression channels are pointing down, and the cloud just looks negative. So, it could push down. MACD just turned negative this week. Sentiment about to kiss 50, market sentiment. So the monthly was high, and now we're getting to we're kind of basing here a little bit on sentiment, but it could probably push lower. But we got the linear regression channel here, which there is some support here, and the value area low, which is at 287. So let's see if this holds right here. You may even want to test this low at 276, and if it finds support there, bounce. And if it holds that, it may want to maybe go up, but, we'll see on winter oil, heating oil. Hasn't been too cold lately, I guess, in certain areas. Oh, and the last one, RBOB. Same thing, point of control right here, 227, 239. Got like a 50% right here, and it's just kind of going sideways, basing there. Sentiment is high, just kind of chopping on the sideways here, and got a nice little bump here, pulled back, bump, value area low 222. Got a nice little rally, pulled back, and now it's at a point of control at 251. So it's kind of hovering, fighting that little area right there. So nor the bulls nor the bears have an edge right here. I mean, the bears have more of an edge because they took it down below the cloud. So, mid time frame, yes. Bigger picture, it's still strong, just holding there too. So what you want to see, maybe if it holds that and it wants to maybe test this level, this is the one. If you want to target to the upside, would be that $3. You got the linear regression channel there. You got the 50 SMA. So this would be, if it's going to push higher. Got to look at cycles. Got to look at all this other stuff. But so far is there. And on the daily, you can see that the sentiment went up, came down 30, and now it's heading towards 40. So it's like doing steps. And right now, this is support. So if this holds this 242 area, that's good. Because in short term, it's positive. It's above the cloud, so that's good short term. Linear regression channel is pointing up, so that's really strong. So this one is interesting. Let's see if it could hold at 242. Maybe it wants to do another step higher. I don't know, on gasoline. We'll see. I don't make this video too long, but I just want to do a little quick update on the energy, and maybe tomorrow I'll do on the metals. And I'll be looking at maybe over the weekend Nifty 50, see what has happened there. And then the dollar. Just kind of keep my eyes on those couple of instruments. Hopefully you have a great weekend and enjoy your day. Good trading, and I'll see you again.